This is nothing, just a headache. شوف كله فواتير ده يا جماعة. Insurance. Fees border. This week. Capital one. My goodness. ده كتير يا جماعة. بتاع تلفون كمان. This week كمان. Every week زي ده لازم زول يدفع بيلات. يعني زول بقبض جاك بجاي بمشي بهناك. ده بيل بتاع كهرباء. Wow, look at it. This is a lot. ده ما ممكن يا جماعة. زول يشتغل بجاي يلا قروش بروه بهناك. It doesn't make no sense. Look at this. Look at all of this. Advertisement, come on. What is this now? Proactive, try it for just $19.95. I'm about to try it at $1. That's the haramia. The kulu kalambu gulu hina ukulu masa. Shoot for the advertisement, the kulu the mina gurush. The kulu yabaji female. Aurak. Yani bele debes na sashin ma aurak. Fi Sudan zaman ma indana hajat da. Bil baji fi shahar u baji munasib. Lakin kada shuf hajat da keda. It's killing us. Kulu fi this border, ana biluga money when, ana balga gurush when, fi hajat kulu. Deka tir kalas.
Hey mom, can I go to Katie's house?
Is it the time now for it? Who is Katie?
Katie's my classmate, and we have this really important exam coming up, and our teacher put us in a group study to study.
Funny, I told you before, do not hang around whoever. Is this the time now? This is not the right time to go to study. Where were you since morning? How long you think you are going to study with KG?
I'll be back around 8 o'clock.
Around 8 o'clock. You're supposed to start studying, before that. Look at the time now. I will let you go this time, but I don't want you to hang around with whoever. I do not know KG. Is KG parent home?
Yeah,
KG's mom
they're
home? Okay, I want you to go and come back on time. Come back around 8 or exactly 8. Look, شوف بلاد فوني. أنا هسا جا من شغل وياو بلاد. You're supposed to be home and help me. But I will let you go because you are going to study for the exam, okay? Come here before 8.
Okay.
Got it? Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you take care.
Thank you.
Hello guys, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video clip on parental trust. I decided to create short video clips that sort of depicts different scenarios, but the scenarios are sort of cohesive. And the reason I did that was so that we could learn from it as a collective group of South Sudanese youth. Because these scenarios are not isolated to one person. Anybody can sort of draw from it and stuff and learn from it. And to me, if you're not learning, you're staying stagnant, you're not moving at all. So as human beings, we have to continuously evolve. And that's the beauty of being alive and stuff, or else we would be dead and just not moving at all. So in creating this video clip here that talks about parental trust, this talks about an incident whereby a character named Foni, which is played by our Coco Warge, Foni decides to go ahead and lie to her mother and tell her mother that she's going to study with KG. But in actuality, KG is holding a house party. So Foni decides to attend that party, but the only way she can do that is by lying to her mother. And as we know, our Sudanese parents tend to be very strict on us, They expect us to follow certain guidelines, and if we don't do that, we're punished, and sometimes it's in the form of corporal punishment, getting beat up and stuff like that. So, I mean, how many of you have ever lied to your parents, I know I'm guilty of that. But, we've all lied to our parents. And one thing in life is that when you lie when you're younger, the mistakes are not so big. But the older you get, the form of lying increases in capacity, but also the consequences are very big too. This clip is to help us answer some of these pertinent questions. And these questions it will be great if we can go ahead and assess these questions, analyze them, but also internalize them and really think critically, how we will deal with such scenarios, if we apply it into our lives. Because eventually, some of us, of course, have children, while some of us do not have children. But eventually we'll get to the stage whereby our kids are going to grow up, they'll be teenagers, and we'll be dealing with situations that are worse in terms of what we're dealing with right now. Because, our parents, they cannot believe some of the things we were going through in our age because they never had to face it. So just imagine 20, 30 years from now what your children will be facing. So as a collective group of South Sudanese youth, it is important for us to look in the future and see how we're going to go ahead and deal with a lot of things in terms of disciplining our children and really seeing who our children associate with when they become teenagers and stuff. So let's look at these questions. And really, since I'm going to post this on Facebook, the questions and stuff too, let's try to have a good debate on how we're going to deal with these scenarios and how it's going to impact our lives and things of that nature. So your feedback is greatly appreciated. So here are the questions.
Do you believe lying is wrong? Is there such a thing as a good or bad lie? If so, what constitutes a good or bad lie? Have you lied to your parents? If so, were you punished for it, and did you regret lying to them? What lie have you told your parents you wish you could take back? Were the consequences from your lie negative or positive? What will you teach your children about lying? Is there a form of lie that is unforgivable? Can a person stop lying? Do you respect your parents? If so, do your parents deserve the respect of not being lied to? Do you believe it's in a child's nature to lie? If any, what form of corporal punishment will your children receive when they lie?